Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters, I hope this finds you well. Inshallah, today we will be responding to APUS's video where he attempts to demonstrate that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, was not aware of the existence of diseases. Now, I'm not going to lie, I was not initially planning on responding to this video. But you know what? Someone requested it, so yallah, bismillah.
The Prophet Muhammad, when sharing his wisdom with his followers, with his audiences, said very clearly that infectious diseases, contagious diseases, are not real. This is abundantly reported. In one of those instances, Muhammad said, "There is no infection, no hama, no other promising rain, and no serpent in a hungry belly." Hama is a superstition regarding a spirit traveling through animals. Dawah here is infectious diseases, and Muhammad says that it doesn't exist.
Alrighty, so this is the hadith that APUS is currently quoting. Interestingly, if we actually go to the hadith prior, we're given some extra context. Now this will be elaborated upon shortly, inshallah.
In another instance, he says the same thing again. He says there is no infectious disease, there is no safar, no hama. One of these is the belief that pain in the stomach is caused by an evil demon, and the other, again, something superstitious. And of course, infectious diseases are also a superstition like those. Why would you believe in something like that?
Nowhere in the quoted ahadith does the Prophet, peace be upon him, state that diseases are a superstition. However, one might wonder, what did the Prophet mean when he said, there are no infections? Well, you know what? I'm going to put Ridvan to good use here and have him help us out.
According to another report, he says again that there are no infectious diseases and no bad omens. According to another report, he said one thing does not infect another. And again, according to another report, he said there is no hama, no infection, and no evil omen. If there is in anything an evil omen, it is a house, a horse, and a woman. That sounds very much like Muhammad.
Shockingly, when we return to this very same hadith in Jami' Tirmidhi, we find absolutely no reference to women being a bad omen. What we do find, however, is the Prophet explicitly explaining what he meant. Well, what do you know? There is no adwa nor safar. Allah created every soul, so He wrote its life, its provision, and its afflictions. Right here, we can see the Prophet, peace be upon him, clearly defining what he meant when he said there is no adwa nor safar. Moreover, there are multiple ahadith that attest to the fact that the Prophet, peace be upon him, was well aware of the existence of diseases. Now, APUS is well aware of this. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Now, some Muslims try to jump in and save Muhammad again from embarrassment by saying that Muhammad affirms somewhere else that diseases spread. They refer to two cases. One of them is, again, one form of these reports in which the report somehow includes the words of Muhammad that you shouldn't put healthy and sick people together. But that seems like a later addition to the text.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Shockingly, APUS the Muhaddith can provide zero references or sources to back up this assertion.
The second thing that they would be referring to is that Muhammad said that when a plague breaks out in a specific land...
Whoa. What was that? When a plague breaks out in part of the land? Funny, I thought the Prophet, peace be upon him, wasn't aware of diseases.
Then you should not flee from that land and you should not go to that land. And by that, of course, you could understand that diseases spread. And Muhammad made this amazing suggestion that you should not go there because you could contract the disease, and you should not leave that place because you could spread the disease. But in that case, Muhammad doesn't actually say what Muslim apologists today want us to think, he said. Narrated by Aisha, I asked Allah's apostle about the plague. He told me that it was a punishment sent by Allah on whom He wished, and Allah made it a source of mercy for the believers. For if one in the time of a plague stays in his country patiently, hoping for Allah's reward, and believing that nothing will befall him except what Allah has written for him, he will get the reward of a martyr.
The Prophet, peace be upon him, providing theological explanations for diseases is besides the point. The point is, he clearly believed that diseases exist. And moreover, here's an additional hadith where the Prophet, peace be upon him, informed people that they should run away from the leper. So, it's very clear, guys, that the Prophet was fully aware that diseases exist. So, come on, guys, really? To help get your head around this, here's an example. Me and APUS both live in the United States, where gun laws are a controversial issue. Now, one argument that some people put forward is, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Now, I'm sure APUS's response would be, no, guns kill people all the time. What are you talking about? These people are not aware that guns kill people. And as I said before, I was not planning on doing this initially. I mean, heck, I could be doing so many other things over my winter break. But yallah, sometimes you gotta roll with the punches. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.